What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and today I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on Nintendo's digital event for this year's E3. Now, Nintendo did a very interesting thing with their digital events last year and even this year. I think maybe even the year before that, having the opening be something relatively hilarious. This year was nothing short of that. You know, we brought back the same Muppets type theme, and this year they led off with Star Fox, which I'm actually extremely glad to see come back to you know, the consoles for us to play, and to think that it's actually not necessarily a remake or a sequel to anything, but a remastering. Well, not remastering, excuse me, a reimagining of the 64 version, Star Fox 64 and Star Fox 64 3D. I'm cool with that because, like many of us, that was the one that I've played every Star Fox game. But Star Fox 64 was the first one I played where I want to say I was relatively conscious as an individual. I mean, when the first Star Fox came out, I was but just a handful of years old. When 64 came out, I was a little older and I was able to understand things, and I played that one a lot more. But I'm really thrilled for that game. I'm glad that they announced that it's actually coming this year, and all the features and everything they had going with it as well. I can't wait to get my hands on it. A couple other things in the event that actually, you know, made me happy was, you know, of course, Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm always looking forward to that. But I was really excited for the Metroid Federation Forces, where it's a, you know, Metroid Prime Federation Forces, a federation themselves, which is an organization within the Metroid universe, and you see them quite often, and they made a huge appearance in Metroid Other M. Now, to see myself actually playing as one of those guys is actually pretty cool. I'm actually down for it. I know a lot of people was thinking that they was going to get a full-blown Metroid game, but I want to say, going through the way Nintendo does things, they kind of give you a 3DS something, and then give you a Wii U something later. You know what I mean? So, I'm okay with that. I'm kind of glad they at least let us know that there's life in the franchise. So, totally fine with that, because I know what's coming in the future, you know what I mean? So maybe next E3 we might see something about Metroid, or they might hold out for, you know, Metroid being one of the front runner games for the Nintendo NX or whatever. Regardless, it's all cool. Now, another little game I was interested in, 3DS side of course, was Triforce Heroes, where you get to play online multiplayer at that. Okay, might add Metroid Federation Forces is online multiplayer, co-op multiplayer. I'm down for that. So is Triforce Heroes. It's also online multiplayer, and I'm also down for that. I can see myself streaming both of those games, having a whole lot of fun with all my, you know, my my Duggas and my Digettes. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that they're utilizing, you know, the fact that they're utilizing co-op, which is something Nintendo doesn't necessarily utilize, but they're using co-op and online functionality with it. So it's online co-op. They don't do this often. We all know this. We're fans of them. We know that they don't do this. But those are the games I was really excited for. On the whole, I want to say the event was pretty good. They played it relatively safe, much like how Microsoft played their event really safe. Sony actually, Sony won this year, definitely, handily. I want to say it's roughly a tie between Nintendo and Microsoft. I mean, it's a preference thing. Some people say Microsoft won, some people say Sony won, Nintendo won, whatever. But I want to say Sony won it in terms of you know, new spectacle, because last year Sony didn't win, but Sony did better than Xbox, because Xbox been falling off as of late. So it takes nothing to beat Xbox nowadays. Nintendo won last year because they came out with all the guns. I mean, they had everything. So I look at it like this: every other year Nintendo might come out on top. But anyway, this is just a short little video letting you guys know what I thought about the event and what things that I actually like from it. Tell me, what do you guys, you know, think was really interesting about the event? Maybe later on I'll do a whole overarching video over Nintendo's entire E3 presence, and that'll wrap it up. But for day one, that's what it is. It's been your boy.